Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. And I just got done covering one important topic, which is the whole Dr. Disrespect situation. I'm sure many of you guys have heard about it. And now let's get to the other disaster, which is Star Wars The Acolyte. Oh man. Anyway, not much introduction is needed. If you want to go ahead and see the full video, or I just might be able to go over the full video. But if you like it, leave a like, subscribe, and we'll continue. Neurotic, we're gonna be reacting to his video. Why the Acolyte sucks. Let's see why, shall we? I haven't watched the movie. Oh, sorry, the TV show. Haven't seen it. But based off of all the rumors out there, it's garbage. It's garbage, Woke. The wokeness has entered it. The wokeness has taken over Star Wars. And because of that reason, many fans are pissed. Do I blame them? Let's get it.
Nerderotic.com.
You know, I could spend the first 2/3 of this video going over the discourse that is surrounding the PR nightmare that is the Acolyte, and then inexplicably distance myself from it, something I wouldn't do. And although there'll be time to do that in the future, we're not going to do it this time. No, we're going to do the worst thing you could possibly do to this show. Describe what happens in it. So let's see what Leslie Headland has in store for George Lucas's lore as she marches it up to Harvey's private suite in the Four Seasons. Previously on The Acolyte.
An acolyte kills without a weapon.
This is awful in every way.
I've seen a clip where a lady gets stabbed with one of the lightsabers, and she survives, by the way. And here we are
Kills
with a Jedi, by the way, getting stabbed in the heart with a knife. I mean, that's what it looks like. So I guess they wanted to get rid of her right away. So as obvious as they can make it is that she has to be stabbed in the heart. Man, this is just...
without a weapon.
This is awful in every way.
Forgive me.
Where is their father?
They have no father.
That's impossible. Is he?
Even though that's biologically impossible. I mean, let's be honest. Like, dude, come on, man. Really? I have something to say about this. Because you see, these alphabet people, they like to hate on husband and wife, right? But when you think about it, without husband and a wife, they would not exist. Here's what I mean by that. In order to create gay people, right? Two straight people have to come together to create a gay person. Here's another word. Here's what I mean by that, right? Take the most hardcore gay person in the world today. Somebody who is 100% gay. Whether that's a man or a girl, right? She only dates women, or he only dates men, okay? They came into this world because of two straight people. And now they are hating on the straight people. I mean, oh my God, you just, you can't make this up. You can't make this up, bro. Like, what? Oh man. And when the straight people say we don't want this thing, they hate those straight people for wanting that. Oh brother, it's all a marketing. That's all it is. Which is why when they made Star Wars with the black guy in the back, in China they removed the black guy, but here in America he stayed. It just goes to show you these people, they're just all about the money. Let's go. Sorry, I just wanted to go ahead and put that opinion out there.
Were they with us?
There it
This
is.
objective is not solely our own.
What the actual fuck did you just say to me right now?
Man, I'm dead.
OSHA being alive changes everything. I'll turn myself over to the Jedi.
Dead.
I didn't hear the edited background, but that's freaking hilarious. I heard that he was the first Jedi Chewbacca to be introduced, and they killed him off right away. Off screen, by the way. Nobody knows how he died. Well, maybe if you watch the TV show, you'll probably know because of how badly the story is written. So you probably care, know from the bat who killed him. But yeah.
OSHA being alive changes everything. I'll turn myself over to the Jedi.
He'll kill you.
After some much-needed pronouns in space, our room temperature IQ Jedi are meandering around planet Gobbledygook in a race against diverse non-binary antagonists and Asian Ezra Miller to pad time in a filler episode and to find the Jedi Wookiee Kelnaka. Diverse non-binary antagonist decides she's not an antagonist anymore. Kelnaka, the Jedi Wookiee, gets killed off screen and it
Sorry, a Wookiee. Isn't that? Yeah, a Wookiee.
all culminates in a forced push. This brings us to the second half of what was obviously one episode cut in half within a series with enough story to fill maybe an after-school special. After being forced pushed by Smilo Ren, diverse non-binary protagonist wakes up halfway through what we are told is the best lightsaber.
And it was crazy too. I didn't even mention this, right? So the space witches created, two twins, right? Let me tell you a biological fact. Men, our body is what dictates if it's going to be a man or women, in case you didn't know that. So, that doesn't even make any sense that you will create two twins that are girls. Because the man is the one that decides if it wants to be if it's a girl or a boy. So when the sperm enters the egg, the DNA is in the sperm. Whether it's a girl or a boy, it's in the sperm. It's not in the egg. So my question is, where did it get the DNA to make two girl twin? That don't even make any sense. Again, let's go. I mean, they want to go ahead and completely eliminate men, saying that, oh, men are not the only thing that can create life on this earth, which is pretty freaking stupid, in my personal opinion, to come up with that idea, because without a man and a woman, your dumbass wouldn't exist. You just won't, whether you take it, whether you like it or not. All right, you can call yourself a they, them, z, zer, whatever the hell you want to go ahead and, make your pronoun as. Truth of the matter is, without a man and without a woman, your ass wouldn't exist.
Duel since the Phantom Menace? Well, I can't honestly say yes or no because most of that must have happened behind the trees on the repurposed set from the Jungle Cruise. May and the audience are able to peer through a couple of trees and witness Smilo Ren dispatch 3 Jedi with ease.
I mean, you see, the reason I say it's so badly written is because you see how he's repeating Smilo Ren, right? It's the fact that this guy has his mask on. He's supposed to be anonymous. Nobody knows who he is. But if you watch Nerdrolic's previous video, which I've seen, by the way, right? Smilo Ren just happens to, settle in a town, in a store, and nobody asks where he came from or anything like that. Like, it's very, very suspicious, okay? And for some reason, when he's not on the screen, most of the time you probably see this guy. And people are just coming to a conclusion like, it's so freaking obvious that this is Smilo Ren or whatever his real name is. I mean, I know that's his nickname for him because the mask is like a smile, but you get the idea.
And then, based on what happened to the Jedi Wookiee Kelnaka, mortally wounds Shillmonger. Smilo Ren then turns around and sets his sights on diverse non-binary protagonist and tries to kill her.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Why does Smilo Ren want to kill her now when he had a great opportunity to do it 5 minutes ago in this scene? But not to worry after Smilo Ren throws his lightsaber that cuts some trees that had the good sense to wait to fall dramatically. Diverse non-binary protagonist is saved by Deus Ex Manchurian.
Well, isn't that convenient for you?
Now, where the hell was Master Sol when his fellow Jedi were getting shish kebabbed? Don't know.
He was hiding behind a tree waiting for his perfect time. Just lurking behind the tree. Is it my time yet? Damn, they're getting their ass kicked. Yikes. I can't show my face yet. Oh, damn, she got the lightsaber being thrown at her. All right, time to pop out. That's probably what's going through his mind.
Female protagonist is sent off with Shillmonger to go back to the ship until she comes up with a better idea than the Jedi to deal with Smilo Ren later on in the script. And then we overused Wipe to diverse non-binary antagonist who doesn't want to be an antagonist anymore. After she steals Kelnaka, the Jedi Wookiee's lightsaber, she's confronted by X-23. And then diverse non-binary antagonist who doesn't want to be an antagonist anymore tries to kill X-23 for wanting to arrest her.
You're under arrest for the murder of Master Indara, the murder of...
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. right.
Wasn't it in just the last episode that diverse non-binary antagonist, right when she decided she didn't want to be an antagonist, says she wants to turn herself in?
OSHA being alive changes everything. I'll turn myself over.
So it's the same girl. I mean, again, because they're twin, right? And they were both still alive. So, you know, now watching the show, yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to be able to give you a full detail of what's going on because you probably haven't seen it either. But, yeah, she did, so she wants to turn herself in. Now, why does she have a problem with being arrested? I don't know.
Over to the Jedi.
Make up your mind.
And there's a lot of fighting in this episode. Master Soul and Smilo Ren take a couple of hacks, speak a couple of lines.
What master hides his face from his pupil? What?
I mean, come on. Let's be honest, man. Let's be honest here for a second. Like, don't get me wrong. Shout out to my Asian brothers out there, but y'all couldn't find somebody who speaks English a little bit better, right? Because I get it. It's scripted. The people in the show know what he's talking about. But what about us, who have no idea what he's going to say? He has a very strong accent. The guy from the movie called IP Man, they could have easily cast that dude. I mean, he kind of looks like him, you know? I'm just saying. I'm just saying, they could have easily picked that guy. Or maybe they went with him, but he had maybe an outstanding way of it. Maybe he wanted more money, so they decided not to go with him. But let's be honest. Let's be honest, okay? Some people are going to watch this, and they're not going to understand what the hell he's saying, bro. You know? Like, come on. I don't have a problem with you putting an Asian dude on there, but shouldn't he know how to speak English without a very thick accent?
Then it cuts away to X-23 fighting diverse non-binary antagonist who didn't want to be an antagonist, but now she's an antagonist again. We also find out Smilo Ren has a helmet made out of a metal ripped off from the EU that also works like Magneto's.
Show your face.
And let you read my thoughts.
And after dispatching almost a...
Has that been a thing in Star Wars? Where if they have a mask on, you can't read their thoughts? I mean, I know you can control, but reading their thoughts? Is that something that was... I don't know. Again, I don't know.
dozen Jedi with ease, Smilo Ren leaves Soul when he has him dead to rights. He goes off to fight X-23 right after she subdues diverse non-binary antagonist who's decided to be an antagonist again. And wouldn't you know, after Smilo Ren easily dispatched almost a dozen Jedi, he has a tough time with the strong female Padawan. And we've arrived at the point in the script where diverse non-binary
So Smilo Ren, does he have like full head-to-toe armor on that's lightsaber cannot cut? Like, I mean, in that case, why block out all, bro? Just go for the kill. Let them hit you and just cut the hand off. Because he's over here blocking it with his hand, blocking it with the head. If you have protection here and here, it just makes sense that you should protect the most important part, which is here. You know? So if they hit you, just... done. You know?
Protagonist has come up with a better idea than the Jedi to take out Smilo Ren by using the bugs that are attracted to light. And yes, I can hear you now, dear viewer. Wasn't there a bunch of lightsaber dueling in the forest? Yes, it's only the type of light the script calls for. Speaking of lightsaber duels, we get one between X-23, the guy from Squid Game, and Smilo Ren, and Screen Rant reported before the episode aired that we'd be getting the best lightsaber duel since The Phantom Menace. After the episode aired, Screen Rant reported we got the best lightsaber duel since Revenge of the Sith, when in reality we got the best lightsaber duel since the last lightsaber duel. Then something shocking happens. Strong female Padawan gets killed by Smilo Ren. How do I know? Well, she doesn't just get a shot in the gut, she gets shanked 3 times. To be fair, so far this was not the worst episode of The Acolyte, largely due to the fact that there was very little dialogue. That's about to change. Let's get stupid. There's a standoff and Smilo Ren throws his cloak to distract the guy from Squid Game.
There you go. So...
Oi, Gary! I used that clip in my review.
Yup.
Then Smilo Ren takes the wanted fugitive that's killed Jedi hostage.
I think this is the first time in the show where Smilo Ren decided to take his mask off. So, they were right from the beginning. It is Smilo Ren. so badly written, bro. I mean, come on. Oh, God. Let's go ahead and continue with this.
Hostage. Now let's not get bogged down with the details like Smilo Ren not having his helmet on and Master Soul could probably get in his head, and considering Smilo Ren and diverse non-binary female antagonists are responsible for the death of dozens of Jedis, I consider this a win-win. But no, Master Soul tosses his lightsaber.
What an idiot! Oh, what a loser!
And this buys us time for some lore-shattering monologuing. Remember this guy from the prequels?
Impossible. The Sith have been extinct for a millennium.
Well, it turns out the Sith haven't been extinct for a millennium.
What are you?
I have no name.
Wait a minute, is this just footage of Ezra Miller in Hawaii?
But a Jedi like you might call me Sith.
It looks like poor Wikipedia is going to have to rush out and change the lore for Ki-Adi-Mundi again by stating he's not only a Jedi Knight, he's also the galaxy's biggest asshole. And for the nuance of first, it's not about whether or not the Sith existed, it's about whether or not the Jedi were aware of them.
And it's crazy to me how they were able to find these clips, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I will probably watch the whole entire Star Wars series, right? And I probably won't be able to quote you something that a guy said in the first episode or the second episode. But yet they were able to find that clip of him saying that Sith don't exist anymore. And it's crazy. That is, man, I gotta admit, Star Wars fan, you guys are really the biggest fans out there, man. I completely understand your hatred for this Acolyte, man, because they are destroying one of your best, should I say, one of your favorite movies. Y'all need to make it. Y'all need to stand up, right? Go out there and say, hey, we demand a change now.
We round out our bad writing with a title reference.
I want a pupil. An acolyte.
What, we some kind of
acolyte?
It's not like George Lucas's Shakespeare or anything, but can you imagine any of this going on in his Star Wars? Qui-Gon Jinn sitting there going, there's something going on behind the scenes, some sort of Phantom Menace. And after all this, we find out what Smilo really wants, to be his true, authentic self.
What do you want?
Freedom to wield my power the way I like, without having to answer to Jedi like you.
And then there's some good news. It looks like Shillmonger walked off his mortal wound only to get his neck snapped. And now all the Jedi from this mission are dead except for Sol. I guess we know what Order 65 was. And this is where things get really dumb, right? When Sol is about to kill Smilo, diverse non-binary protagonist stops him to keep Master Sol from breaking the Jedi rules. This is the point in the script where diverse non-binary protagonist has a light bright enough to attract the bugs to take Smilo Ren away to appear in another episode. Now, after
you have a lightsaber, cut them off.
The big reunion between diverse non-binary antagonist and diverse non-binary protagonist.
See, if you don't watch the show, seriously, this whole twin thing is kind of bullshit and it's confusing as shit, bro.
Now, you think we'd get some sort of apology from diverse non-binary antagonists for trying to kill diverse non-binary protagonists, but no, we just get the Jedi suck and it's hard to argue with in this show. And diverse non-binary female antagonist refuses to be arrested again by her sister, even though she was perfectly willing to do it last episode. And diverse non-binary protagonist ends up getting knocked out by her sister, who strips her naked, puts on her clothes, and steals her identity, but not after giving herself a lightsaber haircut.
Oh my god.
And now we know what the Acolyte is. No, it's not Frozen meets Kill Bill. It's the Parent Trap, or the Jedi Trap. Diverse non-binary antagonist posing as diverse non-binary protagonist then meets up with Jedi Master Sol, whose ability to look into someone's mind must not be working that day, along with not being able to smell burning hair or spot the spiral on May's forehead that Osha doesn't have. And I have to agree with my favorite editor, Perry Chan. when he said, best episode so far, 1 out of 10. And this is why The Acolyte sucks. Over a dozen Jedi die, and I don't care. It's poorly produced, it's poorly directed, it's poorly edited. Hell, I bet the catering sucks. And most importantly, it's poorly written without any engaging characters, which is a shame because it's a waste of a couple of good actors. And the bottom line is this, outside.
And that's what I said, right? The guy who made the movie, who was in the Squid Game, man, your reputation was solid, brother. You were on it, and then you decided to join this. And guess what? Americans don't forget that easily. They are going to remember you as one of the guys who destroyed Star Wars, and you are gonna live with this on your conscience until you die. So, good luck, brother.
Of my own, the YouTube videos about The Acolyte are far more entertaining than The Acolyte, and we've come to a point with Lucasfilm, we don't even need to tell jokes to embellish our reviews. All we have to do is describe what actually happens in the show. That's the joke. And look, I made it through an entire video without talking about the political discourse surrounding The Acolyte, like queer creator of gayest Star.
I did. You got my opinion on that, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I meant it, right? I meant everything that I said. Without a man and a boy, without a man and a woman, there would not be no gay people. Okay, you guys need us to keep existing, and you want to go ahead and attack the kids.
Star Wars series claps back at haters who claim it's woke propaganda with lesbian space witches.
Nerderotic.com.
If you like what you heard, please like, share, and subscribe.
Well, anyway, that's it for this episode. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say, hey, if you made it this far, again, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and just leave a comment in this section if you want to keep seeing more of this. All right, later.